Hi, I'm Rolf.
I'm Howie.
And we're in a band called The Acorn.
Hi.
Hi.
Salut. We're plants and animals.
Hey, we're Said the Whale, and you're listening to watching chartattack.com.
.co.uk.edu.
.biz. But .com for real. Okay.
CMW Chart Showcase. Day 3, night 3. Very late into the night.
Almost morning 3, really.
Morning 4? Question mark? Yeah. And I'm joined by...
Mr. Johnny Turbo.
And you are from?
The Tom Fun Orchestra.
Now, Mr. Johnny Turbo, that's not always your name. I don't even know if that's your real name. What's the deal?
Depends on who you ask.
Oh, yeah?
And what time of day you ask them.
So you go by a couple different names. You are actually called?
Well, it depends on what time of day again. But on my birth certificate it says Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it says McDougall after that. But there's other names as well. Some people call me Tom Fun. Some people call me Shampoon, which is a good...
Shampoon?
Yeah. If anybody's in the belt buckle making business, I'd like to make a belt buckle that says Shampoon, and then I'll probably only go by Shampoon. I don't like the name of our band. I want to change it to the Tom Fog Orca Whale, which I think is a much better name. But I don't think they'll let us do that at this point.
Not every band starts out with a legend, but you guys have one in place. Where did that come from?
The history books. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. My back pocket, I think. Austria, according to the legend. But, yeah, an act of imagination and too much time, I think, is where that really came from, to be completely honest.
When did the band start? How did that come about?
We started about 3 years ago at the East Coast Music Awards in Sydney, Nova Scotia. And I booked a show and I didn't have a band. And I moved home from Scotland on, let's say, the 13th of February. And the show was on maybe the 15th or 16th of February. And a few of us rehearsed the night of the show, and then the rest showed up and unloaded their gear and piled on stage and learned the songs as we played them. And that was about 3 years ago. It was really terrible.
You're from Cape Breton. You have 9 members in total. How hard is it to get around and tour?
It's confusing. Yeah, I can't keep track. I don't even know who's in the band anymore. It's tough, but we've developed a system. We're in the market for a bus. Right now we use a series of vans, and that's kind of a drag because once one van gets lost, and it's just like, well, where's the rest of the band? And they're like, oh, they're in the other van, wherever that is. So we're going to find a bus. So if there are any belt buckle making bus dealers out there, you could get me a Shampoon belt buckle and a nice mid-sized bus for us to travel around in.
Sounds like a good deal.
It does sound like a good deal. I just dreamed that up right now, but I'm really into it.
There's a bear on the cover of your new album. There's a bear on the website. And the last time we spoke, you told me some stories about guys dressing up as bears.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert is afraid of them, but you guys seem to love them. What's the deal?
Partly it's an homage to our former mandolin player who now plays with a band called Horses. His name is Lockie, and he's actually a live bear in a man suit. He's a bear in a man suit that plays instruments. So maybe that's got something to do with it. And we just like bears. We had a notion to have live bears on stage, but there are issues with that, and we couldn't have that happen, so we figured the next best thing would be to have bears, you know, here and there on the cover of our album. And that bear on the album has a yo-yo.
Do you know any bears that are good with yo-yos?
A couple. Not really that good. They can do like the walk the dog, but they're not like Is it Tommy Smothers? One of the yo-yo man. Yeah, they can't do like crazy tricks. They can't like elevate or anything, but they can.
Can you do that?
No, I'm really bad with the yo-yo. I've never been able to do it. I'm really shitty at yo-yo. It's a source of frustration for me. Yeah.
All right, thanks so much.